Good evening, friends. Here we are just today diving deep into the essential of teaching sheet music and quick recognition of the notes and mastering the process. And in your handy tips, it will be better for you whether you are dreaming of your playing favorite piece and then the if the note recognition will be better, then it will be better for you to play well also. So follow our instruction and don't forget the handy tips which will help you in our future also. Look, there are two colors in the piano. On one is white color keys and one is black. And when we play, we take this combination of two keys. One is white and one is black. Let's play some music. Now look, here we are taking two combination of keys. One is white keys and some are black keys. All the white keys are called naturals. All the white keys are called naturals. So look, there are the black keys on the contrary, they are the grouping of the black keys. Grouping of 2 and grouping of 3. Here look, the grouping of 2 and a grouping of 3. Again a grouping of 2 and grouping of 3. Again a grouping of 2 and a grouping of 3. So grouping of two black keys, adjacent three notes are C, D and E. Remember the tune also, C, D and E. So again grouping of two black key, adjacent three naturals are C, D, E. Again grouping of two black keys, adjacent three naturals are C, D, E. So throughout the piano, grouping of two are here. We could recognize the grouping of two and adjacent three naturals like grouping of two C, D, E, grouping of two C, D, E, grouping of two black keys C, D, E, grouping of two black keys C, D, E, grouping of two black key adjacent three natural are C, D and E. Now the grouping of three black keys here and adjacent three white keys will be F, G and A. So grouping of three black keys, adjacent three white keys naturals are F, G, A. Three in a group and adjacent three white keys F, G, A. Three in a group, black keys group, adjacent three F, G, A. So now we could easily recognize C, D, E, F, G and A. So close to black keys, adjacent three naturals are C, D, E. Close three black keys and adjacent three natural are F, G and A. And after A, it is B. So B is just before C. So if I want to recognize all B, just before C, all the B natural are here. So B natural, B, 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 B and B. So you have to work hard at your home to recognize the notes, all the notes. The notes are mainly 7 types: C, D, E, F, G, A and B. 7 types, and with adding that there are 5 black keys. Now we are going to demonstrate about the black keys. The black key which are just right to any natural is called the previous natural sharp because the sound is raising by half tone. So this is C natural, and when we raising to the black, just right side, the sound is raising by half tone. So C to C sharp. Again from D natural, when I move to right side, sound is raising again half tone, D to D sharp. F natural, just right to F natural, the black key, sound is raising by half tone. So that black key which is raising the sound of the previous natural by half tone is called the previous natural sharp. Sharp. So this black key is previous natural means C is sharp because the C sharp is raising the tone of C by half tone. Again, this is called D sharp. It is raising the tone of D by half tone. Again, this is called F sharp. It is raising the tone of F by half tone. So beside G, again G sharp is raising the tone of G by half tone. Again A, beside A, the black key which is just raising the tone of A by half tone, it is called A sharp. So just right side of C natural is C sharp, just right side of D natural D sharp, just right side of F natural F sharp, right side of G natural is G sharp, and right side of A natural is A sharp. So we have got that C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. So in addition of the 7 notes, that is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, we have got again 5 notes, that is C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. So this is the total combination of the notes, that is 12 notes. 7 notes are natural, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, and in addition there are 5 black notes which are sharps, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. But friends, these are not only sharp, but contrary, they are called sometimes flat. Very confusing, but we are demonstrating very clearly. When we move from any natural to its left side, then the sound is reducing by half tone. Suppose D, if we move from D to left side, then the black key is reducing the previous note tone by half tone. So the black note which is reducing the tone of the previous note is called previous note flat, and it generally it stands beside the left side of the natural. So D natural, and it is D flat. E natural, it is E flat. So G natural, it is G flat. A natural, it is A flat. B natural, it is B flat. Now, so maybe you are in confusion, then sometimes I am informing it is C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Sometimes I am informing it is B flat, A flat, G flat, E flat, D flat. So, but if we move from C to right side, right way, suppose then we are playing all sharp because the sound is just raising. But if we move from right to left, then sound are reducing half tone. Now we are playing all flat. So this is C sharp. When we move from C to right side, C sharp. But when we move from D to left side, then it will be D flat. So the same note, but according to our movement of our hands, it is when we move from C to right side, it is C sharp. When you move from D to left side, it is D flat. When you move from D to right side, it is D sharp. When you move from E to left side, it is E flat. When you move from F to right side, is F sharp. When you move from G to left side, is G flat. When you move from G to right side, is G sharp. When you move from A to left side, it is A flat. When you move from A to right side, is A sharp. When you move from B to left side, it is B flat. 12 type of notes: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and in addition C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, or D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, and B flat. Now, exception is this: between B and C and between E and F, there are no black keys. Now, the maybe a question may arise that then where is the B sharp? Now, when we move from B to C, then look, half tone is increasing. So, B sharp is always taken, C natural is taken as B sharp. So, B sharp is C natural. And when we move from C to B, again half tone is reducing. So, C flat is B natural. So, B sharp is C natural, C flat is B natural. Now, when you move from E to F, E sharp is F natural, half tone increasing, and F flat equal to E natural. So, you have to go through a clean homework for recognition all the notes, all the natural sharps and flats. And this is the complete recognition of the all the type of notes. Now, we have to know the concept of octave. Octave comes from the word octa. Octa means 8. So, octave is the collection of 8 notes. Suppose any note C, and when we move from the next C, so C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So it's a collection of total 8 notes, and these 8 notes are totally called, it is one octave. In my piano, the starting note is A. So from A to, if I go to the next A, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So A to A is one octave, A to A next 2 octave, A to A third octave, A to A fourth octave, A to A fifth octave, A to A sixth octave, and A to A is 7th octave. So it is composed of totally 7 octave. And some keyboards generally starts from C, and keyboards are, most of the keyboards, there are 61 keys keyboard, and that is a 5 octave. So C to C 1 octave, C to C 2, C to C 3, C to C 4, and then C to C 5. Now, the concept of tone and semitone. When you move from C to D, it's a tone, because it's a combination path of 2 semitone, because C to C sharp is a semitone, C sharp to D is a semitone, so C to D is a tone. Again we move from D to E, then D to D sharp is a semitone, and again D sharp to E, it's also a semitone. So D to E is a full tone. Again, when you move from E to F, then E to F is not a full tone, because you know that F natural is taken as E sharp. So it is a half tone difference. So E to F is a semitone and F to F sharp is a semitone. So E to F sharp is a full tone. So this is the basic note recognition and the concept of octave, concept of tone and semitone. And in our next episode, we will go how to read notes. Otherwise, the video will be very long, and I don't want to make very long video. So next episode, we will discuss about how to read notes of the sheet music and how to play the pieces which you want to play, which you are dreaming in. And if you want to contact with me, contact my WhatsApp number, that is 98831284881. But don't ring me back. You could send me messages. And if you want to know the theory in details, then you could come to my residence also. I'm living in Salt Lake City. But and in that case, a charge is needed. So goodbye, friend. Goodbye, everybody.